Hey dear viewers, what is going on, guys? I am currently rolling on I-77 northbound. Today is March the 17th and I just got back from New York and then reloaded with an AC, well actually air conditioner unit, and a car from Charlotte to Boston, Massachusetts for $2,800. So that's 860 miles. Divide that, 28 divided by 816, you get the rate. It should be like around 350. So I'm making this video to do the 12,700 mile review because I missed my 10,000 mile review. I'm gonna point out the things I really like or love about this truck, and then I'm gonna point out a couple of things that I do not like so much. Things like the exhaust brake or Jake brake. So where do we start, guys? Number one thing that I absolutely adore and enjoy about this GMC is the ride of the truck is an absolutely amazing thing. I cannot fathom how much I enjoy the way the truck drives. It's truly amazing. Another thing is the way the truck looks. I'm getting compliments on almost every corner. People are staring. Even the big semi-truck drivers are staring at it. Really just beautiful truck. Next up is, you guessed it, heated and cooled seats. And then the back window that we have and the sunroof are absolutely awesome things about this truck. And then we got something like this. So when you're hauling a load, right, this is what happens when you turn on your right or left turn signal. It shows you the side of the truck. Whenever you're merging, it just shows you what you're doing and how you're doing it. And we got camera, front camera, rear camera, hitch, and both sides. Guys, it truly is an amazing machine. You have this that is very useful when you're not hooked up. The truck is just a gem. I'm like, I don't know what it, like, of all the three trucks that I've had, this one has been by far, I'm talking like by 1,000%, the greatest machine that I've had the pleasure of driving, and that I've just been driving for the past 12,000 miles. This is actually my first truck that is in my name and not co-signed, so it's a legitimate choice that I made. Currently financed at 3%. The other things I really love is the fact that when you load her up, because right now I'm hauling, I'll be honest, right now I'm hauling 17,200 pounds payload plus the trailer at 10,200, so that's almost 28,000 pounds. And the truck does not sag. Like, it holds the weight. It's almost like it has bags, but it doesn't. Now the reason why that is because it has dual springs on both sides, and it holds the weight and it doesn't sag, which is an amazing feature that they thought up. Another thing I would say is, heated back seats. I don't drive much. I maybe spend 2 or 3 nights in the truck, so I haven't made the bed. and so I just pass out in the back seat. Back seat is heated, so that's great. You know, little things like starting your truck from your phone through the app, and you know, mirrors, extending mirrors, folding mirrors, all the little things that really matter. HID lighting, absolutely love all that. Like, the truck is absolutely a gem. I cannot compare to the Ram or to the computer just fell. To the Ram or to the Ford. That is just not comparable. I mean, you have to drive the truck before you can even make a decision. You can't just start bashing something without driving it. Because I mean, this 10-speed, it's next level. It's the next page. You know, it's not no 6-speed that takes freaking a minute to shift. This thing knows what it's doing and how it's doing it. All right, now to the minuses. What can I say? Well, the biggest minus so far is the damn turbo brake. That is, well, I'll say it like this: it's lagging. It's like a few points behind the Rams, which has the best engine brake, and then it's still better than the 16 Ford that I had. So the turbo brake is lagging. All right. Another kind of pet peeve that really I've noticed is, so see how these lights, they're supposed to light up? Well, in this panel, the way the factory made these trucks is only 5 buttons work. I mean, they all work, but when you click on them, only 5 of them light up. The other 3 do not. So that's a minus. Another minus I would say is so I think here. Oh yeah, the automatic engine shut off, which happens every 2 hours if you do not, like, if the truck is running normal, like, it just bypasses and shuts off automatically, which at first I was really disappointed with, but then I found out there's multiple ways to bypass it. Ways to bypass it would be something like, alright, there's a high idle option in this truck. What you can do is you can activate that and it'll run at 1,000 RPM all night, which is not bad because, like, there's no wet stacking in the pistons when it's running at high idle. Or if you open the hood and then start the truck, it bypasses the timer. So I think between all of that, I would say the pluses are probably 12-1 minus, you know. And I mean, like, I don't know, guys. For me, it's I've driven all 3 trucks, and I can't compare to, like, the stiffness in the Ram. It makes me angry because when you spend 14 hours a day behind the wheel of a truck, and you drive, and, like, you're trying to be comfortable, like, and it's just never happening because you're always like, the cabin is so loud in the Ram, it's like sitting in a damn Jeep. Then the rattling, then just the noise. It's not insulated very well. It's just I mean, I don't know, I don't want to bash it, but apart from the motor and the drive line, the gearbox and the rear end, I would not recommend getting the Dodge, or not recommend getting the Ram. The motor is the best thing about that truck. Everything else falls apart. Everything. I'm talking everything. Like, the parts that are supposed to last at least 120,000 miles from factory last 60 or 70,000 miles, and they just fall apart. And that's guys, that's the reason why I bought a GMC. I mean, you know, everybody's like, yeah, he's got the big screen and everything. Well, yeah, it does. I mean, don't get me wrong. The new interior on the Ram, I really like the interior. In terms of, like, the 12-inch screen and whatnot, and, like, the accents. But I just can't bear the ride. The ride is so rough, and and that's fine if you're working in town. That's great if you don't spend your entire most of your time in the truck. However, I do drive 2,000 to 2,500 miles weekly in the truck, sometimes more. This week is gonna be like 3,200 miles. And what people fail to realize is when you drive like that, like sometimes you need that extra quiet, because I do my own dispatch, I do central, I do truck stop, I do all that stuff, and it just happens to be that like people don't realize how that quiet actually like calms the nerves. The ride is soft. You're in a Lux machine. You're driving and you're enjoying the truck. You're not being beat up by the truck, if you understand what I'm trying to get through. Another thing, what I really enjoy is the fact that I have auto, which distributes power 25, 25, 25, 25. It has saved me like 3 or 4 times already, multiple times. Like I've been stuck or on the verge of being completely buried, and it pulled me out like nobody's business. So that's gonna be my 12K review on the truck. The gauges are obviously amazing. Just, it's got a ton of spec'd up stuff and stuff like that. Truly an amazing machine. And it's just, it's got everything, top of the line, GPS, your phone, everything. Absolutely love this machine. Absolutely love it. So I'll make a walk around video here later tonight, and I'll add her into this vid. So until then, hey guys, another couple of things I wanted to add was the usually if you're hauling about 20 to 25,000 pounds, you're at 10 miles per gallon. However, the fuel mileage is a lot better on the DURAMAX than it is on either the Ford or the Ram. So right now I'm driving about 70 miles an hour, or 65, 70, and I'm hauling 28,000 pounds, and right now it's going uphill, so that's why it fell down. But usually it's about 82, 84. For that kind of weight, that's pretty amazing. Another thing is, out of the 12,000 miles, I've probably put on over 5,000 or 6,000 of those miles were real heavy hauling. So over 27, 28, basically from 26 to 30,000 pounds. So half the miles are real heavy haul miles. I'm talking, loading to the max, to the brink. So those are the other facts I wanted to note. I'm going up the fancy gap grade. I think it's like a 7%. 7%, 7 miles long. Hauling 28K. Just an insane situation out here. Truck is running like a champion. All in it. Hey folks, welcome back. I am in Roanoke, Virginia, at a rest stop. Almost out of fuel, so gonna have to do something by the name of flipping the valve. So guys, here's what I was talking about. This AC unit. And then the car loaded up to the max. We got the tarp. Alright, and then there's that. Hauling heavy, hauling real heavy. Making that money. Now this one initially I was making a video because compared to the Dodge, the truck is level. I did this dual backs, which is a lifesaver. It just doesn't sag, and that's 28,000 pounds worth of weight there. Absolutely love this GMC, absolutely love it. So guys, that's why I made the choice to buy a GM truck and the 12K review on it. As always, thanks for viewing. I'm gonna jump back in and get going, and stay tuned for future videos.